Hi everyone. Hopefully there's not too much of a delay. Oh, and hopefully this desk doesn't collapse. My name's Lesley and just want to welcome you to our World of Essential Oils online class this evening. And welcome to everybody. There should be a few more people joining us, so I'm just going to crack on with it anyway. So the online class is going to take around about 40 to 50 minutes this evening. If you do get kicked out or you lose your signal or anything like that, just click back onto the link that we've sent over to you. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is share the screen. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay. So what we're going to do this evening then is go through what the oils are, what essential oils are, why choose doTERRA oils, and then the oils that can help and how to use them, how to get the oils and a free sample, how to book a free personal review, and also how you can earn extra money doing this as a business. Okay, so what is an essential oil? Now, an essential oil is a natural aromatic compound which is found in plants. It is basically the lifeblood of a plant and what helps it to be sustainable itself. It is steam distilled or cold pressed extraction. So what that means is there's no heat involved, so it doesn't lose any of its potency through the process of heating. So it is all cold. A cold extraction. They are extremely powerful and safe to use without any negative side effects. So we use them around the house and with the children, and we see massive benefits from using it with the children and ourselves as well. Okay. So why choose doTERRA essential oils? Well, they are certified pure therapeutic grade. So what this means is this is doTERRA's very own therapeutic grade. It's a very own certified process that each oil goes through in order for it to be shown that it's 100% pure. So there are no artificial ingredients, fragrances or fillers in our oils. They are 100% pure, which is fantastic, because you know then that you're not going to be getting any nasty chemicals or any, as it says there, any pesticides or anything like that. They are free of pesticides and other chemical residues, so they are safe to use, like with children, with poorly people, with the elderly, and around the house. They are potent as well, and so they are 100% pure, so the potency of them is amazing, and it is a standardized active compound, so it is throughout the oil. You'll have that potency. Okay, now our oils are sourced from the area of the world where they are at their optimum level, so they're grown where the climate is perfect for them. So as you can see here on this slide, all the oils are sourced from individual places around the world. So you're not going to get an oil which has got ingredients from different areas of the world. So for instance, the lemons, let me just get a lemon here. Actually, I have some lemon in my water this evening. So the lemon oil, which is absolutely amazing, is sourced and grown in Cyprus. So there's going to be nowhere else in the world that the lemons are grown. So what that means is it's a uniform fruit which is used. So there's no outside factors having to be taken into consideration with the oils that are going to change the potency of the oil, which makes them 100% pure. So there's lots and lots of different areas all around the world where our oils are individually sourced from, as you can see, which is fantastic. So we do know that the climate and the soil and everything is absolutely perfect for that particular oil to be grown. Okay, so doTERRA is a fantastic company. It's very, very ethical. It believes in paying it forward with everything that they do. So especially when it comes to the farmers who actually grow the fruit and the plants for our oils, doTERRA pay each farmer a standard amount of money every single year in order for them to be able to continue to grow their crops, and but also to be able to help the local economy by providing education and water for the children of the local villages and teaching them on farming techniques that are used for each of the plants that they grow in particular. But also then they teach them a really good standard of education to be able to go forward into the world when they get older, to be able to provide for themselves and to provide for their family. As I say, they also provide water as well for the villages and set up irrigation systems to be able to sustain themselves and to provide for themselves. So it is a fantastic company to be part of. And so by you using doTERRA oils, that means that you're actually helping people with their local economies and being able to set up a future for the children of the villages. So it is absolutely amazing. Such a fantastic ethical company. So we're really, really proud to be part of that and to know that we're helping to set people up for their future as well as helping people on from a health point of view. Okay, hopefully you can't hear me, little girl in the background, but I'm not promising anything. She's a little bit noisy. So essential oil uses. There's 3 different ways of being able to use the oils. Aromatically, topically and internally. I'm just going to explain what each of those 3 mean. So aromatically means that you're taking it in, taking the smell in. So you can diffuse them in the room. You can pop them into your hands, rub your hands together and cup your hands and breathe in deep, and that's a really great way of being able to take them, the oils, and to get a really quick effect with the oils as well. So what that does, it goes straight in, goes past your brain, blood-brain barrier, and goes into the area of your brain where it really can make a massive difference, and then it'll travel around your body then. You can use them topically. So you can pop a couple of drops of the oil into your hand and rub them directly onto the skin. So a great way of being able to do that is to use the fractionated coconut oil. This is a fantastic oil actually. There is no odour, there's no smell. This also is 100% pure, and that's a great way of being able to use it as a carrier oil, to be able to place a drop of the oil on top and make the oil go a little bit further. But also if you suffer with sensitive skin as well, it's a great way of being able to prepare your skin in order to use the oil. So you can rub it on the back of your neck for any headaches or tension that you may have, onto your chest if you have a little bit of a chesty cough or anything like that, directly onto your throat, which is what I did with the lavender today to soothe the sore throat. You can use the lavender to go onto sensitive skin also to be able to help you there. You can use the oils internally, so just like I have here in my water, just about a pint of water with a drop of lemon in there, and that will really be able to help you get that into your system. You can take them in little capsules as well to get them, like for the likes of the oregano, which is an extremely fiery oil. You pop it into a capsule rather than taking that and having that go through into your palate, which is very, very fiery, goes straight into your tummy, and then you haven't got to deal with the fire on your tongue and your throat. I use the oils internally personally, as I say, with the water, but I also take an antihistamine blend that I make up each day, because I do get bit an awful lot by anything that's possibly able to bite me. So I pop it into a little shot glass of water, and take it internally that way. But you can also pop them into food as well. So the herbs are a great way of being able to internally take the oils. So you can pop them into the likes of tomato purees for pizza bases, or any kind of tomato base for like spaghetti bolognese or lasagna sauce or tomato soup, anything like that. We use them in honey as well. It's a great way of getting it in. So if you've got a sore throat, the lemon with honey is a fantastic way of being able to sort that out. So as I say, they are really, really safe to use. There are no negative side effects. Very, very gentle to be able to use. If you do get a side effect, it's usually only a very mild side effect, and it could just be because your skin is so sensitive that you might get a little bit of a little more red blotch or something like that. But what we do there is, if you do suffer from sensitive skin, we would recommend that you pop a little bit on the sole of your foot first, just on your heel. Give it 10 minutes, and if there's no sensitivity or no side effects that way, then you're good to go with the rest of your body. But what you do want to do is keep it out of your eyes, out of your ears, and out of your nose. I have got the peppermint in my eye before now, and it does really, really hurt, so be careful. What you need to do if you do get it in your eye though is pop a little bit of oil. It doesn't have to be coconut oil, it can be olive oil or almond oil or anything like that, and just wash your hands first and then just rub it over your eye, and it'll take the oil straight out. So as it says there, dilute with a vegetable oil, but don't use water if you do get it into your eye, because it will intensify the sensation. So you've got to be really careful with that, not to put any water too near to the sensitivity. So yeah, as I say, sensitive skin, please make sure that you do just try it on the sole of your foot first before you put it on, just in case you do get a little bit of a reaction to it. And make sure that you do follow all directions on the label. So if you have a look, you just need to peel a little label up, and all the directions will be underneath there. But you will get information regarding how to use them if you do purchase any of the oils. And as you can see there, there's a little key which will tell you how you can use in each of the oils. Okay, so the Family Physician Kit, which is a brilliant kit to be able to use around the house and with your family. So there's 6 essential oils, 6 single essential oils, and 4 essential oil blends that you really should be using with your family. Like I say, we use them with our children now, and this evening my little boy has got a little bit of a cold coming on with the change in the weather, so we've just put some of the Breathe blend straight onto his chest with a little bit of coconut oil, and he's got it in the diffuser as well. So he's not needing any Calpol or any kind of paracetamol or ibuprofen or anything like that. It's brought his temperature down, and his nose has cleared up lovely as well, and he's actually gone to sleep now, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to go through each of the 6 oils and the oil blends, just to explain to you a few things about them and what they're all about. So lavender, which is now my go-to, especially for our little girl who's 6 months old. This is for all things calming. It is an absolutely fantastic oil. I actually don't know how I've lived without it before now, and it's gorgeous. It's lovely smelling, even if you just have it around the house, if you don't want to use it for anything in particular. So you can use it in the diffuser. Get yourself a cold water diffuser. They are available from doTERRA, and you can diffuse it in the room, which makes your room smell lovely. It has a lovely calming effect on the house as well when you diffuse it. As I say, we use it with our little girl. We pop it into the diffuser overnight, and she sleeps so well. You can apply it topically to calm any anxiety. So you can pop it onto your temples, over your forehead, around the back of your neck. You can put it on the soles of your feet, onto the pressure points on your wrists, and it will really help to calm you. So if you're feeling a little bit nervous or anything like that, then that's a great way of being able to calm that anxiety and soothe your emotions. You can apply it topically to soothe irritated skin and lips. So if you get chapped lips with the weather changing, some people get sore hands with this time of year when the weather starts to change, you can just rub it straight on with a little bit of the coconut oil, and that will really help to soothe any irritated skin. And it's also great if you have any eczema or psoriasis as well. Now you can massage onto your back and onto the bottom of your feet, and apply to your pillowcase at bedtime, and help you have a really restful sleep and a restful evening as well. So that's fantastic. And like I say, I get bit really badly when we go on holiday, so I was using this, putting it on directly. So it was just taking the lid off, turn it over, and directly apply it to wherever the bite was, which was on the first couple of days before I got my act together and started using the antihistamine. I got bit really badly, and then a couple of days I forgot to take the antihistamine and got bit really badly. So any bee stings or any kind of bug bites that you do get, you can just apply it directly onto the skin, and it will calm that down almost immediately. So lemon, now this is such a lovely oil as well. It's a clean and fresh fragrance. It is really nice. It's very uplifting as well. So if you have any teenagers, it's great for you putting it into their bedroom. So as I say, you can pop it into honey, which will help to soothe the dry throat. You can diffuse it into the room with, it's a natural deodorizer. So if you have fish or anything like that, or been cooking with any really heavily scented foods, it's great to be able to pop into the diffuser. Or like we do on a Monday when our teenager goes back to his mum's, we pop the diffuser into his room. Got a 15-year-old boy who doesn't like to shower, so we pop it in his room, and that really helps to get rid of the teenage odours. You can put it into a spray bottle and clean your kitchen counters and stainless steel appliances. It's fantastic for cleaning them. We use it now in the kitchen, so we've gotten rid of anything with any chemicals in it, and we just use the lemon with spray in a spray bottle with water. And as I've already said, you can take it internally with water. It's fantastic as an antioxidant and a detoxifier. So if you know anyone who's on a detox at the moment, then this is the one that you need to be recommending to them. So peppermint, again, this is another one of my go-tos, especially when we were on holiday. We were recently in Spain and it was extremely hot. So we got the peppermint, popped it into a little spray bottle. And when our daughter was getting a bit too hot and a little bit naggy, we used to just spray her with the water bottle, and it used to calm her and really cool her down straight away. So you can use it, excuse me, you can use it with the lemon as a nice, healthy, refreshing mouth rinse. So you just get yourself a little bit of water, pop a drop of each oil into the water, and just swill it and gargle it around your mouth, and it will really help to refresh your mouth. You can inhale it deeply, so you just pop a little drop onto your hands, rub your hands together, make sure you close your eyes and breathe in really deep, and that will really help to reinvigorate your lungs. It'll help with increased alertness. Great if you've just had your lunch and you're having a little bit of an afternoon lull, so it's great to be able to pick yourself up and keep on going with the afternoon. So as I say, we've used it in spray bottles to mist over when you're getting too hot. It's also good if you have a temperature as well. Only children have temperatures. You can just spray them down with the peppermint, and that will really help to bring that temperature and fever down. And you can apply it to the neck and forehead with lavender to calm tension. So just a drop of the peppermint and a drop of the lavender in your hand, rub together, and just rub it around your neck, over the top of your head, and on your temples as well. That will really help to calm any tension that you may have. Okay, so just a little bit about the science of what essential oils do to your cells. Now, the essential oils are great to combat viruses. As we all know that antibiotics don't work on viruses, and the reason for that is, with the virus being on the inside of your cell, antibiotics can't get through to the virus to attack the problem. Now what happens is, a cell is made up, the cell wall is a lipid, so it's an oil So when water and oil come together, they repel. So synthetic medications such as antibiotics are water-based, so they can't get through the cell wall in order to attack the virus. So they just get bounced off basically, which is why you can only have antibiotics for bacteria and not for viruses. So our oils are 100% pure and are completely oil-based. So there's no water in our oils at all. So what that means is the essential oil can go straight in through the cell wall, can completely bypass the cell wall and get to the source of the problem, the virus basically, and it will start to help to attack that virus and eventually get rid of it. So this is why the essential oils are so good for getting to viruses. Also fantastic for bacteria, but particularly good for getting rid of any virus that you may have floating about in your system. Now, my mum has had a virus for about 6 months and kept on getting given antibiotics, which we were telling her no point in taking them, but she kept on taking them and nothing was shifting for her. So she had this terrible chest for those 6 months. It was all starting to go up into her ears, up into her nose and everything, and she just was getting worse and worse. Then while we were on holiday, I said to her, we've got an essential oil called Breathe, which is fantastic for opening up your airways. I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. So what we did with that was we popped a couple of drops of it on her hand, got her to rub her hands together, and she rubbed it onto her chest and rubbed it onto her back as well, all around her neck also, and then cupped her hands and breathed really, really deeply. And then we diffused it in the room for her as well when she was having a little siesta in the afternoon or in the evening time. And within 3 days, her chest had completely broken down. All of the nasty virus and everything that was sitting on her chest started to break up, and she actually started to feel better, and she's actually now 100%. So she didn't need any medication, so just the essential oils really helped to combat that virus, where the antibiotics were doing absolutely nothing for her. She was on nasal sprays and drops for her ears as well from the doctor, and it just didn't do anything for her. So she was really, really pleased, as you can imagine. So that's a little bit about the science of what a essential oil will do to the cells. Now it goes into your cell, and then within 2 hours it's done its work and it will leave your bloodstream. So there's no lasting the oil doesn't linger in your body, so it just take a couple of hours for it to do its job. So on to the next oil, which is Melaleuca. So this is tea tree. You'll know it as tea tree if you don't already know it as Melaleuca, and it's a first aid for the skin. It's something that, again, we've used. This is probably the thing that has made most of the difference in our house, besides the lavender and the peppermint, is the Melaleuca. We have been able to use it on the children when they've had little scrapes and bruises, and it's great for acne as well. So as I say there, you can use it on the skin as part of a daily cleansing program. So what we've been doing with Ethan is getting 4 drops of the coconut oil and then 3 drops of the Melaleuca. Just rubbed his hands together and just rubbed it over onto his face, onto the areas where he's most affected with his acne, and that has really, really helped to clear that up. So he's really pleased with that. So we sent him off back off to his mum's with a little sample bottle of each to be able to use until he comes back to us on the weekend. So that's a great way. I've actually used it in my shampoo. You might have seen it in the group. I popped it in the shampoo, just my normal amount of shampoo, and then 2 drops of the Melaleuca. Wash my hair as normal, and where I would normally have a really itchy scalp at the back here, it's completely cleared it up. So I'm really pleased with that, because it can be very painful. And I have used tea tree lots and lots of times in the past, but obviously because there's so many chemicals in other products, it's had the opposite effect to what I've wanted. Now you can use it on your feet and on your toenails after showering, swimming, or after a workout. So that'll help with any fungus that might be growing there after you've had a workout and you're getting sweaty. It's good to put onto your feet so that you don't get a fungus. And then obviously when you're swimming, there's lots of verrucas and warts and things like that, which are prevalent in swimming pools, because obviously they like the heat and they like the moisture. So it's great to be able to pop onto your feet so as to keep those kinds of things away. So we love Melaleuca. Now, oregano is a natural immune support. It's an antibacterial oil, an antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, anti-parasitic. It's just an absolutely fantastic oil to be able to use if you're feeling really poorly, or you've got a really nasty virus that you can't get rid of. It's good to be able to use the oregano for that. So all you need to do with this then is pop a couple of drops into an empty gelatin capsule and just swallow with plenty of water, and it will help to boost your immune support. You can dilute it and apply it to the bottom of children's feet. So again, just use the coconut oil, pop it onto their feet, and you can use it on adults as well as a natural defence. So it's great for when the kids are going back to school, or if you're going on an aeroplane or anything like that. If you just pop it directly onto the bottom of the feet, that will help to keep any nasty viruses and bacteria away. And you can use it on as a monthly cleansing regime as well for good health. Okay, now deep blue. This when we came across doTERRA, deep blue was the oil which excited me the most, because I'm a personal trainer and I deal with people who have sports related injuries and tired muscles, tired joints and pulled muscles all of the time, and it is a big problem for a lot of people. So when I heard that there was an oil, a natural remedy in order to be able to combat these problems, I got really excited, because I do suffer terrible with my joints after years of dancing and sports and lifting heavy weights and things like that. So I got really excited when I heard about the deep blue. So a great way of using it is with the coconut oil. Again, you can just apply it directly onto the joints. You can rub it into muscles before and after exercise to reduce any discomfort. Used with carrier oil for a deep therapeutic tissue massage. I've had a pulled muscle on the inside of my thigh for probably about 4 years now. Since using the deep blue on it, it's really I'm starting to see a massive difference. I'd pull this muscle easy without any sort of pressure on it at all. So since using that, it really started to help me to be able to combat that problem. So that's one of my absolute favourites, the deep blue. Now the breathe is what I was telling you about earlier. We've used on my mum, and we've used this evening on James when he's gone to bed and he's not feeling too well. So this is great for respiratory support. You can apply it topically onto the airways, which is like what we did with my mum. I've just done it with James, popped a bit of coconut oil onto his chest and onto his back and just rubbed it in, and he's gone to bed nice and happy this evening. And added it to a diffuse of him as well. You'll get a lot more of a restful night's sleep, because it is helping to open up your airways. So anybody who's a snorer or whose partner's a snorer, this might be of something of interest to you, that you can pop it into the diffuser of an evening time and really help to open up the airways and help to stop the snoring. We have had a friend who it's completely stopped his snoring, so his wife is extremely pleased. You can apply it to the chest and to the bottom of your feet for any seasonal respiratory discomfort. So now a lot of people their asthma starts to flare up at this time of the year, so it can really start to help ease that discomfort that you may have. Okay, now Digest Zen, which is now actually called Zengest because it's a little bit easier to say, is all about the digestive system and giving your digestive system plenty of support. So again, you can just rub this, use it topically, rub it directly onto the tummy to ease any digestive discomfort, any nausea or motion sickness. We use this on Neve. She suffers really badly from travel sickness, and the children live about 30-40 minutes away from us. So before we set off, this gets put on her feet, and she doesn't suffer from the motion sickness anymore, which is fantastic because she did really have a terrible time with it. If you suffer from any kind of IBS or any kind of irritable bowel or any kind of bowel disease, it's really fantastic to take internally at meal times. So you can take some just before you eat and just some afterwards as well. So you just pop it into water and drink it before or and after your meal, and that will really help to ease any discomfort, any digestion problems that you may have, and help you to break down your foods as well without any side effects of the likes of Rennies or other tablets that you can take. Again, you can apply it to the bottom of children's feet to help with any digestive issues. For instance, any children who suffer from constipation or diarrhea, it's really great to be able to help them with that. So we've got a friend whose daughter does suffer from constipation, and since she's been using the Zengest, her daughter has become more regular, which I'm sure you can appreciate how good that is for her. That, you know, if you suffer from constipation and things like that, affects everything in your body. So it is a great way to be able to ease those digestive problems. So On Guard is a natural defense. This is another blend that we have. It's good to be able to diffuse this in the room in your diffuser, and it will reduce any environmental threats such as free radicals that you have in the air, which cause cancer and could cause aging of the skin. It gets rid of any pollution in the air that you have floating around, and actually within the house you have a lot more pollution than what you do outdoors, so it is great to be able to diffuse in the room and get rid of all of those nasty bugs that might be lurking around. You can pop it into a spray bottle and use it to clean doorknobs, telephones, other community surfaces. So if you live in a flat, in any flats or anything like that, it's good to be able to use on doors to be able to get rid of other people's germs. You can dilute and gargle in the morning and at night as a protective mouth rinse. So instead of those mouthwashes that you get from the shop, which you don't know what's in them really, you can use it as a mouthwash. Again, you just get a little shot glass size of water and just gargle with the couple of drops in it. And then you can take several drops in an empty gelatin capsule for added immune support. So again, this time of the year with the weather changing and all of those bugs rearing their heads, it's great to be able to use to stop you getting poorly in the winter time. Frankincense, this again has been such a life changer for me and Craig and with the children. Again, we used it on any bites that we got in when we were on holiday in Spain, and instantly it stopped those bites from itching and spreading further, because I react terrible when I get bitten. So you can use it to clean and soothe minor cuts and scrapes. So the kids are constantly falling over and cutting themselves, so just pop it onto their skin, and that really helps to ease those. It's fantastic actually with a carrot oil for beautiful and radiant skin. So you just rub it onto your face as like a moisturizer. You can apply it to the bottom of your feet or use it internally for supporting the immune function, again to keep away any bugs and germs that might make you poorly. And you can also use it with lavender and peppermint to calm stress and tension. So it is a great one to be able to apply to the pressure points on your temples, on the back of your neck and over the top of your eyebrows, on your forehead. But if you are ever in doubt about which oil to use, just use frankincense. It is the king of oils, and it will be the one that will see you out of any situations that you may find yourself in. Okay, so these 3 bottles here are the Lifelong Vitality. I've got it here. I've been using this now since the beginning of the month. It's amazing. I suffer terrible with fatigue, especially after having the baby. She decides that she doesn't really want to sleep very well overnight sometimes. So this has been my go-to in order for me to be able to see myself through the day. It does really help with any tiredness and fatigue that you may have. But it also helps you to again with immunity support, is it helps with the autoimmune system, so it keeps away any nasty bugs and viruses that you may pick up. It's a nutritional blend as well, so anything that you're not going to get from your diet, if you struggle to get 5 fruit and veg into your diet on a daily basis, it's fantastic for being able to supplement your diet in that way and get all of the nutrients that you need. It's an omega complex, so you're getting all of the fatty acids that you need into your body, which will help you with good gut function. And it's a cellular vitality complex, so that will help to repair any damaged cells that you may have. Each of these bottles have 120, so 120, and it says 90 on there, but they do have 120 capsules in, so you take 4 a day, and it will really help to make a difference with my skin and my hair. My hair's gone really, really light from it, which is bizarre, but my skin, my nails, my hair, I lost loads of hair when I had the baby, and my hair started to grow back again, all here, so I've got lots of baby hair, but again, it's helped with my scalp, and I do suffer from adult acne as well, and that really helped to clear my skin up. But the biggest thing really is the energy levels that I'm now experiencing, so much more energy since being using these, and it's only been a week and a bit, but in the middle of last week I started really feeling a massive difference, and also sleeping a lot better overnight as well, so getting a much more restful sleep, apart from when Issa decides to wake up and wants feeding. But generally, even when she wakes up in the night, I'm still able to continue throughout the day feeling fantastic. So that's been an absolute lifesaver for me. If you want to know any more information about this, just drop me a line and I can go through it and how it might be able to help you. I'm big on supplements. I think supplements really should be taken by everybody in order to lead a healthy life. So when I came across these ones, knowing that they are 100% pure and there's no nasty negative like chemicals or anything like that in them, I was absolutely made up, because I've used lots and had lots of nasty side effects from them as well. But these ones have been fantastic. I've had no negative side effects whatsoever from these. Now the deep blue that I went through before with you, here's the oil. We also have it in a rub, which is brilliant for anybody who suffers from back pain or any kind of joint or muscle soreness. The only thing that you need to be careful with this is if you're on blood thinners, you shouldn't take it if you're on blood thinners, as it does contain wintergreen, which is a natural blood thinner. So we don't want any thinner blood than what you should have already. But all you do with this, now what you need to do, it smells lovely, is you immediately after using it, you need to wash your hands. You only need a tiny little amount. Hopefully you can see there. And it's aloe vera based, so again, completely natural ingredient. And you just rub it in, and it soaks in, and it doesn't leave any nasty residue afterwards. You can feel it starting to work straight away, and it really does help to combat any aches and pains that you may have. So I heard about the deep blue oil, and that got me excited. And then when I heard that there was a deep blue rub that you could take around with you when you're in your gym bag, or if you just suffered from any problems with joints or muscles, I was absolutely over the moon. And I've been recommending it to all my PT clients and all of my PT friends as well. And we've been seeing so many positive stories coming from using the deep blue rub. So that is an absolutely brilliant one to use. Excuse me. Now, we do offer samples. I'm getting my little sample bottle here. Oh, I haven't got any in there. Never mind. We've got little sample bottles that if you want to get in touch with us, send us a message on Facebook, or if you have our number, drop us a line, and we can go through any ailments that you may have and provide you with samples which are free of charge. We will post them out to you if you live at a distance away from us, and you can use them for a couple of days and see how fantastic the oils are and how much they'll be able to help you as well. So if you do want any samples of any of the oils, just send us a message and we'll pop them in the post for you with a description on how to use them and whether it's topically internally or to defuse. And yeah, you can see how they can help you and how you can use them on a daily basis to combat any problems that you may have. Now, to be able to purchase the oils, you can buy them individually, and you can buy them in 2 different ways. So there's the retail, which is the full price, and each oil is individually priced. So if you want to find out how much a particular oil is, just message me and I can go through that with you. Or you can join doTERRA as a wholesale member. Now, the membership allows you then to have 25% off all oils for the 12 months from the day that you join. And then if you decide then in 12 months time that you want to continue your membership, you get your membership at a reduced price. So again, just ask for a price list and I can go through any individual oils with you that you're interested in and how much the membership fee is as well. But if you think that you would use the oils on a more regular basis to replace your medicine cabinet or use around the house for cleaning, we would recommend that you get a kit. So there's 2 different kits that we recommend that you get. So you get all of the 10 oils that I've just gone through with you in the kit. The first one is a smaller kit. It's the 10 oils, but you get 5 milliliter bottles which hold 80 drops. So they will see you through for quite a while. As I say, you do get all of the 10 oils that we've just gone through there, so that's fantastic. And the kit for that on that price is £115.20, and that includes direct delivery to you. It also then gives you a breakdown of what each of the oils does and how you can use them. And you can also get in touch with doTERRA directly and they will give you customer support. But obviously you can come to myself or to Craig and we can help you with the oils as well. And then there's the second kit, which is what we have. That's going to change over, and that's the Home Essentials kit. Now, again, you get all 10 oils, but this time you're going to get them in a 15 milliliter bottle, which then you have 240 drops in each of these bottles. So it goes a long, long way. So you also get the diffuser as well, which again is amazing. It has 3 settings on the diffuser, so a 1 hour, a 2 hour and a 4 hour setting. So whichever one that you want to use, you pop it on that setting, and then after the hour, 2 or 4 hour, it goes off automatically. So you can put it on in the evening time, go to sleep and not worry about it going on all night. Has a nice little night light on there as well, which is great for the children to be able to put on when they go to bed. And again, that switches off after the time, and that's just a cold water diffuser, so it's not heating the oils up and it's not breaking down their chemical composition. It's just continuing with the purity of the oil without making the makeup of the oil change or anything like that. So this kit is £226.20, and that is a saving of £108. So it's a huge saving. So it's twice the cost of the other kit, but you're getting 3 times the amount of oil in the bottles. So again, if you're going to use these oils around the house and in your everyday life and to replace your medicine cabinet, I would really recommend that you get one of the kits, because you're going to make a massive saving and you're going to get all of the oils that you need to be able to use on a daily basis. And like I say, you can blend the different oils together to use them on different elements or different problems that you may have, again, which we can help you to do that and direct you in the way that you need to be able to do that. Now, for everybody who's in our Facebook group, we do offer free 30-minute wellness consultations. So what that means is it's a private consultation with me and you, and that would enable me to ask you a few questions and try and get to the bottom, or if you already know what your ailments are, then you let me know and we can find the perfect oil that will help you with your ailment and pop along a few samples to you. So we've got 10 spaces available at the moment. If you or anybody you know wants a consultation, just pop them in the group and tag them into the post that we've popped in there today. So just have a little scroll through and you'll see that. So it's 30 minutes. You can either do it over the phone or on a video call, and we can have a chat together and see where we can help you. Okay, there's also a doTERRA business opportunity. So if you might want to be interested in this to do as a business to earn some extra income or to earn more than an extra income, then again, you can just drop us a line and we can send you more information on what is involved with the business. It is amazing, and as I say, you are making a massive difference to people's lives, not just the people who use the oils, but to everybody who's involved with the Help Healing Hands programme that doTERRA take part in. You are making a huge difference to people's lives in more ways than what you probably realise. So it's a fantastic business to get involved with, for just purely for the sense of the fulfilment that you get from it. So if you do want any information on the business, again, just drop us a line and we can go through any more information. Okay, so that is all of the slides that I wanted to go through with you this evening. Just wanted to thank you all for staying on, and look at that, right in the middle of the time frame that I said it was going to be. If you do know anybody who might be interested in the wellness consultations, just pop them into the group and we can have a chat and help them to combat any problems that they may have with the ailments. And if you want any more information on any of the oils, again, just drop us a line and we can go through all of that information. All right, so thank you very much for staying on this evening, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye now.